All right, I got 6:58 on my clock. I think we got, how many do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think, oh yeah, we got a quorum. We rocking and rolling. Let's see if I got a pen. I do got a pen right here. Look at that new feature that they created on Zooms.
Yeah, you will not sneak and record someone without them knowing.
Yeah, every Zoom I've been on, they say that. Charger. Hopefully everybody's been having a great change of weather. Weather's looking beautiful this week. Ooh, this is a blessing.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, what's up,
Evening,
Mr. Phillips?
sir.
Good evening.
Evening.
Can I have a glass of water, please? In the green cup. I don't need ice out the fridge, just out the thing. Thank you. All right. I got 7 o'clock. I'm going to call the Dumfries Town Council meeting of Tuesday, June 15th, 2021 to order. Ms. Hill, could you please call the roll?
Yes, sir. Councilman Brown,
Present.
Councilman Fields,
Here.
Councilwoman Miles,
Present.
Councilwoman Neville,
Present.
Councilman Pete,
Present.
Vice Mayor Nickerson,
Here.
Mayor Wood.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
All right. Thank you. All right. Next on our agenda, we're going to have a moment of silent prayer, and we'll follow that by the Pledge of Allegiance. Amen. All right, would you join me in the pledge? Got the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, next on our agenda is the adoption of the agenda. Okay. Did anybody have any amendments to the agenda? Okay, seeing none, I welcome a motion to adopt the agenda as presented and posted.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by the Vice Mayor, second by Councilwoman Miles. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman Brown?
Aye.
Councilman Fields?
Aye.
Councilman Pete?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miles?
Aye.
Councilwoman DeVille? I think she froze. Vice Mayor?
Yes.
All right, and I think that we lost her, but I think she'll come back. And that's a yes for me. So we'll say that motion is 6-0 right now. All right, next on the agenda is awards and proclamations. Would like to do a proclamation acknowledging the public service of Mr. John Webb. Whereas the town of Dumfries is a municipal corporation of the Commonwealth of Virginia, and whereas the town of Dumfries hereby recognizes John Webb for his outstanding public service to the town of Dumfries and the Prince William County, and whereas John Webb is a longtime resident, he has served as a member of the town of Dumfries Planning Commission for 30 years, as well as a commissioner chair for the approximately 11 years. And whereas the town of Dumfries and Prince William County have benefited from Mr. Webb's selfless service and commitment to our community at large. Now, therefore, be it resolved this 15th day of June 2021 by the Council of the Town of Dumfries that John Webb be and hereby is commended for his service to the residents of the Town of Dumfries and Prince William County by order of the council, signed Mayor Derek R. Wood. Test, Tangi R. Hill, Town Clerk. I'd like to bring Mr. Webb in to give him an opportunity to give remarks on his impeccable 30 years of service to just the town of Dumfries. And I know he's helped many of us along. Some of you have even served with him on the planning commission. So I'd like to give him an opportunity to give remarks, and then I'll give council the opportunity. Mr. Webb.
Yes, sir.
The floor is yours, sir.
Okay. I'd just like to thank everybody. Over the years since 91 that I've been on the planning commission, I've worked with a lot of people, been involved with a lot of different things that went on with the town, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. And I do appreciate all the opportunities that I've had working for the town. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Webb. Councilwoman Miles, I know you served many years with him. Would you like to give anything?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mayor. And Mr. Webb, I just want to thank you so much for your service to the town and your service on the Planning Commission. One thing I definitely want to highlight is as part of Mr. Webb's services, by him having so much experience on the Planning Commission through his zoning experience, is his mentorship of new planning commissioners as they come on. In addition to making sure that we all got the training that we needed through the state, Mr. Webb makes himself available to planning commissioners. He makes sure we're up to speed and knowing what's going on in zoning. He doesn't hesitate to give out his phone number. He doesn't hesitate to make sure you have his email address, and he will answer any question that you have at any time. So I know I am forever grateful for his mentorship, and I am certainly sad to see him go. But I just want to thank him for all his years of service, and thank him for teaching me everything I know about zoning. So thank you, Mr. Webb, and you will surely be missed.
Thank you.
Mr. Brown, let's see if you had any.
Yes, just a caveat on top of that, Mr. Webb, just thank you personally. You have been a mentor during the time that I was on the Planning Commission, even though I may have not mentioned that to you, that when you came to the meeting, you was always prepared, more than prepared. And if there was someone to fall back on for any kind of a regulation or requirement, you definitely had already taken care of that, and you brought that to the table. So I just thank you. You definitely will be missed. I don't know how we're going to replace you. So thank you again.
Was there any other council members that wanted to give her? Mr. Pete, you had something? I saw your hand.
Yes, I just want to say thank you, Mr. Webb, for all the time that you have done in helping keep the town of Dumfries afloat. The mentorship that you've brought to some of us throughout the years, it has just been remarkable. The service that you've been giving the citizens, outstanding. Again, to mimic what Ms. Miles was saying, is hate to see you go, because again, the mentorship and the knowledge that you have throughout this whole town, and from then to where we're at now, has just been outstanding. If, like Mr. Brown was saying, you never chimed away from giving us your phone number and helping us with anything. I remember being on the Park and Recreations Commission, and you helped me so many times with some of the matters and challenges that we had. And I just want to say thank you once again, and hopefully we see you around and you're not too far from us.
Thank you, Councilman.
Did anybody else have any remarks for Mr. Webb? I just want to say that also, as coming up on the council, I remember the old days in the old chamber, you as the chair, and how you would always give the most thoroughest presentations when you came to the council meeting, our joint council meeting. You were always the consummate professional and we would feel like, as I know me as a council member, I would feel like I was a part of the planning commission meeting when you came, and I didn't miss a beat. So definitely your leadership and the things that you brought to the town is the reason why I think that we're in a comfortable place now with the comprehensive plan that you helped to put in place that we currently have to really take Dumfries forward for the next 10, 20, 30 years because of your service. So thank you, Mr. Webb, for all you've done. And we'll make sure you get a signed copy of this, and you'll be able to have this as well.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. All right. Next on our agenda is approval of our June 1st minutes. All right, council, did everybody have a chance to look at the minutes? Is there any changes or adoptions? If none, I welcome a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
So moved.
Okay, moved by Councilwoman Miles.
Second.
Okay, second by the Vice Mayor. Any discussion? Seeing no
Yeah.
discussion, yes, Councilman Pete.
As I am voting, have voted yes on that, I still have my concerns as to where and how much money has been moved to put these salaries together.
So
But,
what we're doing is are there any adjustments to the meeting minutes? That's what we're voting on. The discussion is on the meeting minutes. Okay. All right, so there was a motion made by Councilwoman Miles and second by the Vice Mayor. All right, is there any discussion on the minutes? Okay, seeing none, I will call for a question. All right, Councilwoman Miles.
Aye.
Okay, Councilwoman DeVille.
Aye.
All right, Councilman Pete,
no.
Councilman Fields.
Yes.
All right, Councilman Brown,
Yes.
Vice Mayor.
Yes.
Okay, and that's a yes for me. Okay, that motion carries 6-1. All right, next on the agenda is our citizen comment period. All right, are there any citizens looking to speak tonight? If so, raise your hand now. Okay. Seeing no hands, we'll move on to our reports and presentations. Mr. Town Manager, the floor is yours for your town manager report.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to highlight one, I think, major update. Our Customer Service Center and DMV Select will be reopening on July 6th. And I just want to let all the residents and the greater community know that we will be open by appointment only. And I would encourage you to make your appointments in advance, as we have already received a number of requests and made a number of appointments for several weeks into July. We have the flyer and information regarding the protocols for entering the Customer Service Center on our town website. So I would just like to remind everyone that we will be accepting appointments beginning on July 6th downstairs in our DMV Select. Thank you.
All right, any questions from anybody on the town manager's report? Mr. Manager, for the DMV Select that you just mentioned, is there a particular place that they can go to on the website to start booking their appointments?
Right now, it's under latest news. You can also find the link under our departments, and it's under the DMV link.
Okay. All right. And did you want to announce I know we had 2 new officers that were sworn in since our last meeting, because last we talked, they were in school. So now they're officially out in the field.
Yes, we have 2 recruits that successfully completed the police training academy. So they are now in the community. We will feature them in our upcoming town newsletter in the July issue. So we would give everybody a chance to meet, put a face to the names, and they're already out in the community meeting the neighbors. So we'll make sure to feature them in the newsletter, which will be out next month.
Okay. All right, council, any other questions for the town manager on this report? Okay. Seeing none, then we will move on to our next topic on the hand, resolution to appoint the acting zoning administrator. All right, town manager.
Thank you, Mayor. This item will ensure the continuity of zoning administration while we are actively recruiting for a director of planning. So I'm looking for council's motion to approve this resolution.
Okay, any questions, council? All right, seeing no questions, I welcome a motion to approve a resolution to appoint the acting zoning administrator and the acting assistant zoning administration as the town manager and Mr. Nick Cicero, our planner, as the acting assistant.
So moved.
Okay, it's been moved, and is there a second? Did I see a second?
Second.
Okay, Councilman Brown. All right. So it's been motioned by Councilman Field, second by Councilman Brown. All right, discussion. Vice Mayor, did you have a question? Go ahead.
I do. So I want to make sure that I'm clear. Do we need to appoint a person, specifically in this case, the town manager, to this position? Because is it by law that this position has to have someone in his seat and it cannot be vacant while we recruit for a new position, a new person to fill it?
Ms. Pandek, you wanted to respond?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, if I might respond to the Vice Mayor's question. The answer is that yes, in order to be able to do zoning enforcement or issue zoning administrator letters, there needs to be a zoning administrator appointed by the council. So that's why we know you're recruiting, but that's why we have made them acting, and it is critical that there actually be a council appointments pursuant to both statute and to the town zoning ordinance.
Thank you, Ms. Pandek.
Okay, Councilwoman DeVille.
Yes, I was going to ask you, could you restate your motion?
Okay, I would just read it directly. A resolution to appoint acting zoning administrator and acting assistant zoning administrator. And it says, whereas zoning administrator Will Capers III has resigned, and whereas pursuant to town zoning ordinance section 70-52, the council appoints the zoning administrator. Now, therefore, we're asking that the council appoint the town manager Keith Rogers Jr. as the acting zoning administrator and the planner Nick Cicero as the acting assistant zoning administrator.
Thank you. My only concerns about it is the time that it's going to take, to do the work and the compensation, with hearing the information from Ms. Pandak, but that's my only concern. So staff won't be overwhelmed taking on additional roles.
Are you asking a question, or are you just making a statement?
I'm really, at this point, I'm just making a statement, just saying what I'm thinking is just, it's additional roles until we can fill the position. So that's my concern with the additional roles, the time commitment, and would there be, of course, if you're doing extra work, you should be compensated as well. So those are just my concerns, stating it right there.
We're just putting it on our town manager for the most part as the head of zoning, so that he can.
I get that, but it sounds like it still would be, because work is still going on while we're going through the hiring process, but it's additional work. So that's just, it's not even a question. It's just, that's where I am right now as I'm thinking about this. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions about the motion on the floor? All right, seeing none, the motion on the floor is a resolution to appoint the acting zone administrator and the acting assistant zone administration on a motion made by Councilman Fields and I think second by Councilman Brown. All right, I'm gonna call for the question. All right, Councilman Fields,
Yes.
Councilwoman Miles, Councilman Brown,
Yes.
okay, Councilwoman DeVille,
No.
Councilman Pete,
No.
okay, Vice Mayor,
Yes.
and that's a yes for me. I think that motion carries 5-2. Okay, motion carries 5-2.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
All right, next on our agenda is a closed session matter. It's one matter related to the security of council chambers, town hall, and Virginia Code 2.2-3711 Alpha 1. Town office business after the end of the state of the emergency for the pandemic and the ability to require personal protective equipment and other protections.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
I believe that the first matter that you indicated is no
Hey.
longer on the agenda.
Okay,
So it's just two matters related to the security of council chambers and a matter requiring legal advice regarding the conduct of meetings, office business, et cetera, set forth in the resolution in your package pursuant to 2.2-3711 A8 and 19.
all right, so I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, second by the Vice Mayor. Any discussion on the closed action items? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the question. Councilwoman Miles,
Aye.
Councilman Fields,
Yes.
Councilwoman DeVille,
Aye.
Councilman Pete,
Yes.
Councilman Brown,
Aye.
Vice Mayor,
Yes.
and that's a yes for me. That's 7-0. We can convene in